few weeks, we've been slowly renovating the pieces in the living room. We recently just got 2 additional pieces from EQ3. We got this teak stump, and we also got this bongo stool, which is kind of like a terracotta type feeling material. And a couple weeks ago, we had gotten this new couch and ottoman from Articles, so we are looking a little bit more polished here. And also picked up this rug from West L. So we're slowly getting there, but it looks a lot better than it did before. I used to have this really black leather, fake leather couch that were in some of my photos. I'll post a photo here, and now have a much lighter looking setup here. It's looking a lot better. And the good part about this is that we could use these as stools, and you know, when we work on puzzles, we could do it here on top of the ottoman.
Tragic.
Oh, there it is. I won.
You won?
Jess and I recently put this puzzle together, and normally what we do when we put puzzles together is we try and preserve it and, you know, hang it up. So we had done one of these other puzzles before that we put up in a frame, but before putting it in the frame, we need to preserve it so the puzzle pieces don't really fall off. The way we do that is with one of these stickers. So I normally buy this Puzzle Presto sticker saver stuff, but I was looking all over the web and this is sold out everywhere. I saw some people are actually like price gouging it on eBay. So I'm trying this other thing that I bought on Amazon that essentially should be the same, but let's see. People usually say with these puzzles the hardest part about doing this is flipping it over because you need to put the sticker on the back of the puzzle. But luckily we put it together on this big post-it dry erase pad, so I could just easily close it up and flip it over. Now we have the back side of it, so now we'll be putting the sticker on this side of the puzzle. More or less, it should stay together now that we have the backing up. Doza just messaged us that his video is now live, so we're just gonna watch that and see how it came out. Hopefully it's good, Doza.
With an 8-bit color depth on a crop sensor camera. Small way to show your support with your Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I was looking at my car because I parked right outside in front, and just look down at my car and look in my passenger window. At the beginning of the month, New York City had announced that they were going to stop collecting compost and food scraps for a year because of budget cuts due to COVID. Because of this, Jess and I started taking a look at various methods of composting because we did want to still separate our food scraps from our normal trash, do whatever we can for the environment, you know. So after taking a look at a lot of different methods, we found this method, which is called Bokashi composting. And basically you take all of your food scraps and you put it into a bucket like this, and you put them in 1-inch layers, and in between each layer you sprinkle some of this Bokashi bran on top of it. This is generally bran that's generated from, it could be generated from beer grains and other types of things, but basically it breaks down the food and it ferments it, producing a little bit of liquid, which you could also use to fertilize your houseplants. But at the end of a few weeks, you could take all of the stuff that is fermented in here with this brand, and you could bury it into a garden for about a couple weeks, and it will eventually turn into your normal everyday soil. So our process for doing this composting is we have another smaller bucket that is around our kitchen area that we fill this up with our food scraps when we're cooking. And when this starts filling up, then we then transport it into the bigger bucket and sprinkle in some of the bran in between the layers. So now, after about a few weeks, we are going to bring this out to my parents' house, who have a house in Long Island. And we're going to bury it in the soil so that we could eventually get that soil out and use that for some of the plants we have around the house. So this is an alternative to regular composting. I know it's difficult if you don't have a yard or some soil to bury the stuff in at the end of it, but you could also consider donating it to a local compost, or if there's a local garden that collects compost, you could also take this stuff over to them once this bucket fills up. So there is just one other change that I wanted to make to the studio, and it was replacing these black foam sound absorption tiles with these gray Sola tiles. So these are just some extra tiles that I had ordered from Sola Tiles that I have behind my computer, and I just want to replace them with these black tiles since there really isn't that much other black things in the studio, and I had just gotten gray blackout curtains, so hopefully this should keep everything to a similar theme in here. So there we go. We replaced the black sound absorption tiles with these gray Sola tiles, so looks a little bit brighter now. And it also matches the tiles that are up here, and also will match the gray curtain. So hopefully looks a lot better. If you've watched my studio tour video, you'll know that when I come into the studio, I switch out of my shoes into a pair of work slippers. So I've been wearing these Nike slippers, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I had made a change a few months ago, and I now have a pair of what I'm calling work Birks. So this is what I'm wearing at the studio regularly when I come in here. I hope you've been enjoying these vlog style videos that I've been putting out over the past week. And if you're not already subscribed to me, please consider subscribing if you do enjoy them, and also hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy a particular video. If there's something in particular that you'd like to see or you'd like me to talk about, feel free to leave something in the comments for me, and I will try and cover that in a future vlog video. But I'm gonna continue doing these home style, vlog style videos, and I hope you'll continue watching it. So I hope to see you in the next one.